what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kick-off time. Stay tuned for the live action. And good evening to you from the Parc des Princes here in the French capital, Paris, the venue for tonight's action. I'm Derek Ray, and keeping me company here on the commentary gantry is Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
And the spotlight certainly on Ousmane Dembélé, who can change any game with one kick of the ball. Stuart, what do you anticipate seeing from him?
Well, he's a good player, of course, but it's his shooting power that makes him stand out. He's just such a clean striker of the ball.
And here's how the lineup looks for PSG. Gianluigi Donnarumma is the keeper. Nuno Mendes plays with Achraf Hakimi in the fullback positions. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Ousmane Dembélé. And here's the starting 11 for Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Well, although we have it down as a 4-5-1, it's actually more likely to be a 4-2-3-1. They play with two holding midfield players, a number 10 and two wingers. The system has a nice balance to it.
And the match begins. Oh, breezing past him. Teammate available. Oh, the post denied him. Well, it just petered out. Good pressure to regain possession. And passing it through. And a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see. The ideal way to begin.
Well, as you can see, what an excellent backheel this is to set up the goal. And then from there, the keeper has little chance. 2-on-1, left completely exposed, and it made for a simple finish in the end.
Back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. And it might be. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, as you can see, the defending is all over the place. That's far too easy for the attackers. The goalkeeper's got absolutely no chance there.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Great opportunity, and he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him, and he's having a field day.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
Well, the ball is rolling once more. PSG dominant. And it's starting to get out of hand, you just feel. That's a good-looking pass. And it's opening up. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and the finish is clinical. He just makes it look so easy, doesn't he?
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Dembele. Nice weight on the pass. And there it is, a chance. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let-up here.
Well, here it is again, and it's a wonderful pass from Dembele, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Can he put it away? Oh, magnificent from the keeper. Fantastic stop. Dembele. Well, the supporters think it's on. And it's a double for him in this game. No way for the opposition to contain him. And no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Could be dangerous. In position. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
And there it breaks down, but credit to the defence. Over the touchline for what will be a PSG throw. Dembele. Is it going to be? Well, I must say, I wondered if that was going to be the hat-trick.
Well, it's surely come in his hat-trick. He's looking so sharp here.
Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. And defensive play to be applauded. Can he do it? And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, as you can see, he makes it look easy in the end, but I think that's a good finish. He'll be pleased with that.
It should be. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of their performance.
Well, just look at the defending here. The keeper is left totally exposed. It's an easy goal in the end, but well taken.
PSG doing well to win it back. And goes for goal! And that, a piece of goalkeeping you're going to see again and again and again. Dembele tasked with taking the corner. Oh, that's a fine-looking pass. Is this the moment? And he's made it a brace for himself. The defender's just unable to stay with him. And he's having a field day.
Well, let's take another look. And you have to say, the defending is so poor. That's far too easy. The keeper had no chance there.
Dembele! A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, just look at this. Dembele shows so much skill to go beyond the defender. And Dembele's finish gives the keeper no chance. He hits it with such venom.
Good work from PSG to win it back. A glorious chance. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment.
Well, here's the replay, and what a well-delivered cross this is. Perfectly placed, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Well, fine work from Paris Saint-Germain to win the ball back. Must be! Oh, good save. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Dembele. Dembele. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most. Well, he looks really pleased, doesn't he? His side have been really good today.
Losing out, Weigl. Dembele. In it goes. But wait a minute, that will not count.
Well, that was tight, but he was just offside. It was a good finish, though.
And he could be in proper trouble here. Well, quite simply not precise enough from that position. The pressure was high, and they could be in here. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
The ball back with PSG now. Real chance. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. And in at the second time of asking, just what was required.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
Marvellous piece of skill. And a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. PSG recovering possession well. In with a chance. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They're bossing the game now.
Well, he decided to let the play flow, but now he's going to issue a yellow card.
Yeah, I think that's good refereeing. He tried to play the advantage.
And they need to get tighter, but they dealt with the threat posed. Oh, genuine chance. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
And ball back with PSG now. Could be. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
Dembele. Might be a chance here. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, as you can see, he didn't mess about here. He just hits it with such power. That's a wonderful finish.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain, le numéro 10, Ousmane Dembélé.
Could be dangerous. Will it be? Oh, good work by the keeper. And he's lost custody of the ball here. There's the cutback. And this time it's in! Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, here we can see it again. He's shown outstanding vision to find the perfect cutback, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
But pour le PSG.
Is it going to be? And a goal this time! Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Bit untidy there, Weigl. Yes, again, just couldn't seem to maintain possession. Looking to cut inside. And a goal here! There it is! They've done it!
Well, here it is again, and he only had one thing on his mind. Hit it as hard as he could, and he certainly did that. What a good goal.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Effective challenge. And he's through here. A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Yeah, here's the set-up play. Well, it's a great little back heel, isn't it? And the timing of the run is just as good. As for the finish, it was never in doubt.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain, le numéro 10, Ousmane Dembélé.
Oh, strong hand on the ball. He can't hold on to it. Just the clearance that was called for. Mönchengladbach sloppy in possession here. Dembele. Chance for Dembele. Looked like a certain goal, but that's a great challenge. Dembele. Could be dangerous. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, PSG doing well to regain control of the ball. Oh, might be. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, and Dembele gets that little bit of space in the box to finish it really well. That's a very good goal.
C'est un but pour le PSG. Le numéro 10.
And possession lost by Gladbach. Chance for Dembele. And there is the goal! He's found the net. Joy unconfined.
Well, I love this finish. No messing about. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. That's a good goal.
But pour le PSG. Le numéro 10. Ousmane Dembélé.
Chance for Dembele. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, he puts it away really well, as you can see, but you'd expect him to score from that range, but they all count.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
Referee let that one go. Play on. Wonderful chance. Oh, a stellar piece of defending. And that's going to be a Gladbach throw-in. It's opening up for them. It has to be. Well, he opted for power from close range. He might be regretting that now. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Could be. Well, it might still work out for them. Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that. High pressing at its best. An attack full of promise. He's got to score! And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for.
Well, here's the goal again, and what a wonderfully weighted pass this is. And when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Trying to really get at the opposition here. And he's made headway. Plays it back. And it's got to be. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, let's look at this again. He's done superbly well to pick out a teammate here. And what a powerful finish from Dembele. He just makes it look so easy. What a good goal.
C'est un but pour le PSG. Le numéro 10, Ousmane Dembélé.
Gladbach couldn't retain possession. And teammates around him. Oh, he's lost possession. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick. Absolutely unplayable today. What a performance.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
But pour le Paris Saint-Germain.
And this is Weigl. Decides to shoot. And the keeper able to hold on to it. That'll be Gladbach's ball. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. Oh, it's in! And it goes down as an own goal by the keeper.
Well, here it is again, and he's a bit unfortunate, you have to say. But it will count as an own goal against him, I'm afraid.
Well, too much elevation in terms of the shot. Ousmane Dembele, a player with so much natural ability, Stuart, and he's showing that ability in this match.
Well, what a good performance from him today. He's had so many touches of the ball in key areas, and he's looked a real threat every time he gets it. He's also taken his goals really well.
Effective piece of pressing. Dembele. Will he find the net? Oh, marvellous defending to deny him. Wonderful chance. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Just the clearance that was called for. Dembele. Must be. It's got to be. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, just look at how poor the defending is here. But I have to say, it's still a very tidy finish. He looked really assured there.
And passing it through, and he's in the clear, and a goal! He's put it away, a celebratory moment.
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt.
Real chance. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, as you can see, what a good bit of play this is. The build-up is excellent, 1- and 2-touch passing, clever movement, and a fairly simple finish. Great team goal.
Dembele. Real chance. There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here it is again. It's a wonderfully weighted ball over the top, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
That's a very fine piece of tackling. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, look at this again, because this is a really well-worked goal. The passing is incisive, the movement off the ball is bright, and it leads to a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a great goal.
But pour le PSG.
And so the half-time whistle has gone here at the Parc des Princes in Paris. This man will get most of the plaudits for his contribution up to this point, Stuart.
Well, what an outstanding first half he had. He dictated the play and was a constant threat with his ability on the ball. Surely he's going to be marked a lot tighter in the second 45 minutes. Otherwise, he completely dominate the game.
And so the second half is underway. They took quite the thrashing in that first 45. Can they turn things around now? Well, the supporters think it's on. Surely! Foiling his opponent completely. Keen to take it short here. The chance might be on for him. Can he put it away? Oh, my word! There's excellent timing for you. What a challenge! And this might not be the ideal situation for them. Well, you might call that a 50-50 decision. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Good work to win it back high up the pitch. Now the cutback. And a goal this time! Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. A real opening now. Thwarted by the post. Well, threat averted. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Can he finish? Well, he tried to place that one, and given his proximity to the goal, he's bound to be disappointed. Needs to take great care. And the tactic of pressing high, clearly working well. Oh, genuine chance. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment! Could be threatening. Could be in here. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans. Is this the moment? There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, here's the replay. He does well to find that bit of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure to finish it off. That's a good goal.
Julian Weigl. Well, that's how to put in a clean tackle. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
And it's played into the centre. And a goal to delight the fans. Just what they were hoping for. PSG doing well to regain possession. It might be on for them. Real chance. And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending. This could be troublesome. A glorious chance. In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently. Julian Weigl. Great opportunity. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, I love this finish. No messing about. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. That's a good goal.
And this high press fully coordinated. He must finish. And a goal here. There it is. They've done it.
Well, let's take another look. If you lose the ball in those areas, you're going to get punished. And that's exactly what happened there.
And PSG come away with it. Oh, surely! Well, what a stop that was. Well, they fancy a short one. Must score! And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined! Oh, that's a super piece of defending. Well, having won it back high up, what can they do next? Opportunity here. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, here's the replay. He's done well to get his head up, pick out a teammate, and then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
And that's very good refereeing to let the play flow. Well, PSG have it back now. Marquinhos. Well, a stylish moment. And that's a very good parry. And unable to hit the target. Goal kick here.
Yeah, but it's good defending. He knew he was going to be beaten in the air, but he did enough to stop him scoring.
Well, following on from the previous incident, he sees yellow now. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos. So a half an hour remaining. Ramos. It's a neat move. Another good high press. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Can't miss, surely. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. And Paris Saint-Germain with the ball again. Promising possession, this. Oh, what an opportunity. And a goal! That's his brace. They just can't keep him quiet. Firing it towards goal. And just narrowly wide in the end.
Well, PSG are looking really good today. Just look how many chances they've created. And I sense there's still more to come here.
Opportunity it is. And this time it's in. Fabulous goal. And just look at the celebrations.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
And he might be through here. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. Julian Weigl. And Gladbach doing well to regain possession. An attack full of promise. He might yet finish. Well, he opted for power, but off the frame of the goal.
Well, I think that should have been a goal. He's wasted a big chance there.
Ko Itakura. That's a very fine piece of tackling. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. And in it goes! From the goalkeeper's point of view, so disappointing.
Well, when you look at this again, there's two things wrong defensively about this. First of all, the goalkeeper should not be parrying it into a dangerous area, and the defenders have to be sharper to get to the knockdown. It's not good defending all round.
Wanted to keep it, but couldn't. This has been the pattern. High press after high press. Being egged on by the crowd. In position. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. And he could be in proper trouble here. A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it. That's what you call defending from the front. Possibilities here. He must finish. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire.